just the idea that he understands at this age how to not put the ball is a huge. He stays calm in the big moments up until this point. Think back. The Hail Mary against Chicago last week against Philadelphia. That's working his way inside. 4-yard line. 3rd and 5. Chris, that was one trait to everybody in this Washington organization. Adam Peters, the GM, Dan Quinn, right from the start, the poise that he has shown. Job wasn't to make he had to win it. In camp, he did, and he was glad that he had to go through and compete. Marcus Mariota, the Heisman winner, is here as his backup. 3rd and 5. A 3-man rush. Daniels going to take it off. Touchdown. They break free. Cowboy thing. Daniels uses the wheels for the first down. So this is what a run-threat quarterback will do. Watch Jesse Bates. He's going to come up and I go, oh, Jesse Bates going to go up and make this tackle on the scramble. Here he is. Oh, no, I guarantee somebody's behind me. I'm just going to take off. There was nobody there. Absolutely nobody there. And so that threat and keeping the ball in a passing position right there made the difference on that play. Over there, you're big. 25, starting the corner. There's the ball Chris was talking about. Warren and AJ Terrell. One or the other is dropping underneath this year, but this matchup is as good as it gets in the NFL. Two of the absolute best. And AJ.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Chris and William. This is break number 17. That's correct. I'm just making a quick list of the orders that have not been paid for yet, because there were a handful of them tonight. Looks like one more may have just come through, so 2 names will be off the board. All right, let's see. Let's see. This is our Dumpster, your first time breaking with us or breaking it all? So if there's any issues with payment or whatever, I think eBay handles it. I think you're all good on Cooper Pratt. Thank you for sending in payment. Yeah, I don't see him on the list of people that haven't paid. You're all good. Let's see. Putty, is everything good on the CAG spot? Yep, you are all good for the biggest chase in the product. First time ever breaking Dumpster. Well, welcome. We are here. We're pretty much specifically Bowman breakers, but we do run some other stuff. Let's see, Henry, what do you do with the players that don't get a bid? So there were 4 players that didn't get a bid tonight. I'm going to drop them in and make them available for everybody. And that those 4 players are available for $1 each, so $4 for the leftover lot. And I'm dropping that in the chat right now. And then if anybody's interested in picking those up, my PayPal and Venmo are up on the screen. William's going to grab them. William, you got it. PayPal and Venmo are up on the screen. If you need me to type that into the chat as well, I can type that into the chat. What's going on? Let's see. Putty says your buddy wanted you to ask using your account. Yep. Okay. The CAG spot is all good for you. Brendan Mason, what's going on, man? You paid. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't look like you were. Oh, nope. Yep, I see that for the in Miller spot. Thank you for sending that. All right, so the spots that I still haven't got payment for, let me just refresh this one more time. If Vinny Mac is on, he messaged me saying how come his Tyson Neighbors bid was canceled. I'm not sure. I did not have you, Vinny Mac, as the winner of Tyson Neighbors according to eBay. So I'm not sure if maybe your bid was in late, or there's something weird going on with eBay. But I had somebody else listed in eBay as the winner of Tyson Neighbors. So there was no cancellation, just whatever was going on with eBay. Arnett Met, I don't think there were any Mets left over. And Brendan, William grabbed the other 4 that were not already grabbed. So Williams got that 4-player lot of Morel, Porter, Caden Dana, and Dernish Valdez. Rafe Spot sold Brian. Did somebody outbid you tonight? People are taking guys from their dads trying to bid on them. Let's see. All right, so the people who have not been paid for yet. Well, I don't think we have another one running until next Friday, but I mean next Sunday. But we'll of course be happy to have you back in that one. All right, so the people that haven't been paid for yet are dropped into the chat. So Zaire Hope, $35, Griffin Burkholder, $20, Kalen Culpepper, $30, Cash Mayfield, $15, Arjun Namala, $10, Walker Jenkins, $25, and Yoendry Vargas, $10. Darren grabbing Mayfield. Make sure I have William written down for the leftover lot. And William, if you have any question on sending that payment through, just let me know. Darren grabbed Cash Mayfield. Mike taking Culpepper. We have Arnett Met taking Namala. Arnett Met, just remind me who you have in your on eBay tonight. And no, I can't send an invoice. It would have to be through either Venmo or PayPal. Once your order is paid for, I can adjust the invoice. And Henry Hernandez came in just ahead of Chris, grabbing Vargas. And then I think I saw Chris taking Burkholder and Dumpster taking Hope. So I think that might be everyone. Oops. That was Chris. And Dumpster, just let me know who you had. Oh, you had Cags? No, Dumpster, just let me know who you have in the auction tonight, and I will write that down so I make sure I send over Zaire Hope to the correct person. Let me start clearing out these orders in eBay so they're all clear for you guys. We have Burkholder, Culpepper, and Mayfield's order being cleared right now. All right, Burkholder, Culpepper, and Mayfield are spinning, and that order is canceled in eBay. Let's see. Darren, Alex, Chris, and Michael, thank you for sending those payments through. Cooper Pratt. Let's see. We do still have Walker Jenkins available if anybody wants for 25. And that is the last spot there. Let's see. I'm driving down 95. If you need the $4 before the auction. Yeah, William, you're good. Just when you are not driving, send that. Thank you for letting me know that, though. And please stop typing so you don't get in an accident. All right, let me just make sure the other answers are other orders are canceled. All right, Zaire Hope is cleared for you, Dumpster. And let me now do the last one, which was Namala. Namala and Vargas. And thanks everybody for staying patient with this at the beginning. Usually we would have started already, but we do have the little hold up today with these. All right, Yandru Vargas spot is clear. And the Namala spot is clear. Arnett Met, the PayPal is hoticebreaks@gmail.com. Just drop that into the chat as well. Henry, I just dropped the PayPal information into the chat. So hoticebreaks@gmail.com. Let me know if that helps. Let's see. Anybody got Aiden? We got big Aiden Miller collector here. Brendan, I opened the Aiden Miller 1-of-1 Papa Sharada Sapphire selections for one of our breakers last year. So I know where that card is if you want to track it down. Okay, we have the 2 boxes that we still had left from the last case, and we're going to pick one more box. Merry Christmas to you, Steve. Steve, there is one more spot that actually has a cancellation. I have not accepted the cancellation yet, but the Bazana spot was not paid for. So if anybody does want to pick up the Bazana spot, I do have a cancellation on that. I need to check what it sold for tonight. If anybody is interested, if nobody's interested, I'm also kind of happy to hold it myself because we've been hitting Bazana like crazy. So I will make that available. He sold for $175 tonight. So if anybody's interested in Bazana for $175, he's available. Yes, Arnett, 10 even. See what we can add to your Clifford order. All right, I'm going to take the PayPal Venmo down for now. If we need to put it back up, I can. We have our 2 boxes and then the fresh case that I opened just now. We have box 1, 2, and then there's 5 4 more boxes in the case. So I'll let you guys pick the final box that we're going to open tonight. First person to list a number between 1 and 6 can choose the last box that we're going to open of the night. And Arnett, I got your payment. Thank you for sending that through. Chris picking number 5. Chris with the fast fingers picking box number 5. And there is our third box of the night. And we're ready to go. And Brendan calling for number 71. All right, let's go with the new case box first. We'll go with Chris's box for the first box of the night. And we'll get going. Let me know in the chat if anybody's interested in that Bazzana spot. Still available. Henry, you're still having trouble with the PayPal. Would Venmo work for you better? Yeah, I'm not sure what locating means. But I'm happy to try and help you out later if no Venmo. All right. I guess just shoot me a message on eBay and don't shoot me a message on eBay. Shoot me a message on Facebook. I'll put our Facebook group info in the chat just because talking about PayPal on eBay tends to get messages blocked. So our Facebook group info is in the group for you to message me. And also if anybody's interested in joining any of our other non-eBay breaks, we run a number of breaks through eBay. We did still have Walker Jenkins available as well. So if anybody wants Bazzana or Walker Jenkins, those spots are still up for grabs. But we are underway tonight. Let's see the Bazzana spot. This is I want to say like my 8th break. Walker is $25, Brendan. That's correct. We've hit the 1 of 5 auto, true red of Bazzana. We've hit a green auto of Bazzana, a refractor auto of Bazzana, and image variation refractor of Bazzana last break, and a true blue non-auto. So Bazzana's been hot. Brendan, let me just know if you are confirming Walker Jenkins, and I'll cancel that spot on eBay as we get started here. And good luck to everybody on our between Christmas and New Year's break. This is my last break of 2024. I didn't even think of that until now. And that also reminds me that I forgot to post our top 10 hit list the last couple of days. I still have 5 more spots to go in our top 10 hits of 2024 list on our Facebook group and on my Instagram. No color paper in this first pack. Starting off our chromes with a Billy Amick. Cole Messina. Whoa, these cards are kind of stuck. All right, there we go. Cole Messina, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinards, Carter Matheson, Nate Dome, Luke Holman, and now they're not stuck together anymore. Griffin Burkholder, Jonathan Santucci, Kellen Lindsay, Theo Gielan. Upside down, we have your guy Henry, Yoandre Vargas, Kyle Teal, Francisco Villarreal, Giovanni Rodriguez. Back to some more firsts. Parker Smith, Connor Foley, Theron Lorenzo, Camilo Diaz. We have a Johnny King, Lunar Glow, Jack Caglione, and Carson Benj on the inserts. Let's see. Vinny, Mac, do you have Tyson Neighbors first? Okay, yeah, Vinny, I mentioned that before because I saw your message and I wasn't sure if you were in the chat yet. I did not. I had somebody else as the Tyson Neighbors, as having Tyson Neighbors, so I'm not sure what happened with the bid. But immediately after the auctions end, when I went through and did invoices, somebody else owned that spot according to eBay. So I don't know why it didn't go through as you having neighbors, if you were outbid or if the bid didn't go through or something. But yeah, somebody else had that spot. Okay, thanks, Brendan. Let me before I go through this pack, let me just cancel that order to make sure that it doesn't get paid for on eBay. We got a pretty exciting Atlanta Washington game on in the background tonight. Certainly better than the last two Thursday games that we had on in the background. All right. Walker Jenkins is cleared for you, Brendan. Let me just add you to our spreadsheet as having him. All right. And we are back to the break. Thanks, Brendan, for sending that through. We have Zach Earhart starting off our first auto pack, which is going to have, it looks like a true blue auto to start us off. Ariel Armis, Nick McClain, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt, Cam Smith. There's our first Caglione. Cam Caminiti, Ben Hess, Tyson Lewis. Refractors, we have Cole Mathis, Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, Braylon Payne, Chase Burns. Loaded pack here. Gage Miller, Ivan Luciano. Let's see if we can keep it going into an autograph. Behind the Ryan Campos, we have Trey Savage. True blue color match on the Blue Jays first rounder, number 12 of 150, with a Waldschmidt plasma power behind that. So getting a first rounder in true blue, not bad. You Savage, the 20th overall pick, getting serial number 12 of 150 for our first autograph of the night. Nice start. So far, so good on the picking, Chris. On box number 3, or box number 5. We are going to top load the Caglione, and then we have a ton of stuff to sleeve up here from this pack. Didn't mention yet, we do sleeve up all of these cards before they get shipped out to you guys. I know there's some new breakers completely, and some new people to us as well. So all Chrome cards get sleeved up before they get sent out, but in the live, we sleeve up the big name players as well as all of our first refractors. So they get sleeved up safely immediately. And then if there is anything that you see that I don't sleeve immediately that you want me to, feel free to mention it in the chat, and we'll make sure that gets done. I don't think that there's been much going on in terms of free agency this between Christmas and New Year's weekend. I guess Teoscar Hernandez, that wasn't nothing. Teoscar Hernandez back to the Dodgers. It sounded like the Mets put a pretty decent sized bid on him. I did not realize that the Mets were in the Teoscar Hernandez market, but apparently they put in a very comparable bid to what the Dodgers offered, and they even were not going to what's it called? Hold some of it back. Some of the Teo contract was paying in the future. The Mets offered to pay it all during the contract. Why am I blanking on what that word is? But yeah, I guess Teo really wanted to stay with his World Series winning friends in Los Angeles. Let's see, Chris, besides Burkholder, looking for Amick and Cortez tonight. Gee, what's going on? Did you have your Savage in the and get a hit already? Corbin Burns to the D-backs too. Yeah, that was a monstrous contract, actually. We have a Griffo Farrell, Bryce Rayner, Hagen Smith, Mike Sirota, Carson DiMartini, Rodney Green, Trey Snyder, Cody Shojanaga, Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, Ashedri Vargas, Brandon Sproat, Zach Veen, Harry Ford, Walker Martin, Johnny Farmello. Back to firsts, Nate Knowles, Jackson Wentworth, True Blue, upside down D-back. It is Adriel Rodney. Number 55 of 150. Meb, are you here? And is that your guy tonight? We have a pitcher in titanium, and it's Rafe Schlesinger. I don't know if Rafe's dad is still here and would want to try and buy that off the Rafe Schlesinger owner tonight, but 62 of 100 on Rafe Schlesinger titanium. Walker Jenkins and Paulinho Santana getting the inserts. Deferred. Thank you, Henry. I don't know why my brain was blanking on that. And Meb, congrats on the Adria Rodney. It's our first Adriel Rodney numbered hit, I think, of this product. It is not our first Rafe Schlesinger numbered card. Although have we hit? I mean, maybe we hit one auto of him so far. And first rounders, Hagen Smith, Bryce Rayner, and Griff O'Farrell, the Gunnar Henderson compensatory pick. Let's see our second autograph of the break. Let's see. Meb, what do you think about that Corbin Burns to your D-backs deal? They have quite a rotation now, adding Burns to it. Hopefully still room for your son to make it up at some point. Still no color in the paper. We have a Connor Griffin, first time for him. Carter Johnson, Drew Beam, Dakota Jordan, Daniel Egan, Josh Caron, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Chris Cortez, Braylon Dowdy. We have refractors of Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori, another Treya Savage hit, Christian Moore with the refractor, Peyton Toll, and our next autograph is Ryan Sloan. Christian Moore behind that. I say it like that because Ryan Sloan joined one of our breaks a couple weeks ago. He was the second player I've ever had joining one of my breaks. This is the first autograph we've hit of Sloan. Christian Moore getting the refractor. Connor Griffin getting base and a bunch of refractors to sleeve up. Toll, Parker. Let's see, keep the Griffs coming for Ryan. Let's see, G just showed up on time. Perfect timing. Yeah, two Savage hits for you already, including the refractor and the auto. Showed up just in time for that first auto to pull and have it go to you. Nori and Savage. Let's see. Rumors are they may trade Gallen. That would be interesting. Gallen was drafted by the D-backs, right? So he's still is he still on like a rookie contract so they can maybe get a good deal for him? Ooh, that's the you know what? Let's just go. Let's see another auto. So one base, one blue so far, and we're going to add a purple. Let's see. What else am I missing in the chat? Brendan Mason saying you play for Philly, second base, as in you're in the Philly organization. Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori back on the board. Treya Savage, Christian Moore, Peyton Toll, Josh Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling, Nick Mitchell, James Tibbs, Kalen Culpepper, Chase Harlan. Refractors, we have Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Chris Cortez, Braylon Dowdy, another Griff O'Farrell for you, Bryce Rayner, and the purple auto is... Oh, no. Well, if Rafe Schlesinger's dad is still in the break, he might have two cards that he would be interested in buying off of whoever owns Rafe tonight. Bryce Eldridge on the Plasma Power. Purple auto of Schlesinger, number 65 of 250 for the 113th overall pick. 3 autos on the board so far. Schlesinger, Sloan, and Savage, all pitchers, but some nice ones on the board so far. Remember Brady? Yeah, Brady House's brother was in here one time. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the family members that we've had just in this product alone. There's been a ton. Drilling. We had a drilling. We had. Oh, there's a handful more that I can't think of right now. But yeah, one of the reasons I love this product so much, since a lot of these guys are kids that well, they're all kids that were recently drafted. We do get a lot of family members coming in, especially around Christmas, and picking up their family members in breaks. Who was I talking to this week that was buying cards of his son to give out to his family for Christmas? I'll probably remember him when I see this card come up next. Bryce Rayner with the refractor and Christian. Oh, Chase Alsop's dad. Hey, we got Jackson Wentworth's dad here. Speaking of, I hope we can get you something tonight. Let's see. Doesn't look like any color in this one in the chrome or the paper. Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, Eli Serrano, Aiden May, Blake Wright. There's our first Bazana of the night. Cash Mayfield, Caleb Bonemer, Cal Steven, Josh Coretta Grauer, Johnny King, Sam Antonacci, Clark Candiati. Oh, we had a Candiati. It was under the account was under his what I assume is his mom's name, but I'm curious if it was Tom Candiati bidding or if it was actually his mom. Tanner Jones, Caden Dana, Yoandy Morales, Juan Baez, Davison De Los Santos, Colt Emerson, Mick Abel, Max Clark, and Braden Montgomery inserts. Let's put that Max Clark in a penny sleeve, and let's put this Bazana in a top loader. Bazana spot is still available if anybody's interested. Congrats on the draft pick, Jason. That's I've an interesting organization up there in Toronto. They've definitely been trying to make moves. No color here again. Where's Toronto's spring training facility? We have another Dante Nori and Treya Savage and Christian Moore. Peyton Toll, John Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling, Nick Mitchell, James Tibbs III, Kalen Culpepper, Chase Harlan, Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, Adriel Rodney, Max Clark, Josue DePaula, Arjun Namala, Zaire Hope on the board, Brock Porter, Dalton Rushing, and Luis Guanipa with inserts of Christian Moore. And there's an Aiden Miller. Let's see. Yeah, I remember, Darren, for some reason, why didn't people believe that it was actually Brady House's brother that day? I think, did he make a joke about it? And then nobody was sure if it was actually him or not. And then I forgot how I confirmed afterwards that it actually was. That was the only time we ever questioned if somebody was actually the person's brother. I can't remember what happened. Hi, A. Vancouver and Dunedin. Is that how you pronounce it? I mentioned this last break, but we are trying to plan some kind of a group trip if anybody is interested, and get some tickets for one of the prospect games or two of the prospect games in West Palm Beach. The Mets are playing the Nationals, and the Nationals are also playing the Astros. So if there's any Floridians in the break or anybody who's planning on going to spring training, I will. I'm going to keep providing information as it comes to see if we can get a group to go to some games, some of those prospect games. I think they're the weekend of May 16th. We have Chase Alsop, Sky Blue Paper, Cole Mathis, Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, and Braylon Payne, Chase Burns, Gage Miller, Ivan Luciano, Ryan Campos, Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, John Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling in refractors, as well as Nick Mitchell. James Tibbs, Kalen Culpepper, Chase Harlan, Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, and a Kellen Lindsay auto with a Connor Griffin plasma power behind that. I think that's the third time we've pulled a Kellen Lindsay auto. I want to say 2 were base and one of them was a teal wave. But Kellen Lindsay hitting for the third time in our breaks. First time tonight. And again, a bunch to sleeve up from this refractor pack. Refractor pack's coming out the right way so far. All firsts. Casey Cook. Ferrer. What was the annual total for Corbin Burns' contract? It was up there, right? Was it in the 40s? I don't know if anybody saw the Pete Alonso update, but apparently the Mets offered him 3 years for $90 million, and he turned it down in hopes for some more money. I'm not sure if that was a Pete thing or that was his good old agent just trying to hold out to see if he can get more for Pete. But it certainly seems that Pete might sit out there a little bit longer with how long he sat out there already. We have one more pack left here. Yeah, Brian, I'm not sure if the owner of the Rafe spot is here, but yeah, we got a couple of nice Rafes on the board already. A titanium number to 100, as well as that purple auto 65 of 250. Looks like we're gonna get gold and a green, and I'm not sure why there's a base there. We'll see what's going on in the back there. It's not usually a base card there. We have Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Cranton, Seaver King, and Carson Benj first hit each. Brody Brecht, Bryce McCage, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears. Upside down, we have Tyson Neighbors, Brooks Auger, Vladdy Guerrero, Ethan Salas, Matt Shaw, Luis Baez, Alexander Albertus, Ty Pete. Looks like we might have a white sock on this gold. It is Alexander Albertus. So gold, not a first. Albertus number 37 of 50. And the green grass is not a first either. Tink Hentz, 92 of 99 with a Nick Kurtz image variation and a Nick Kurtz and Bazana insert as well. So this is the third time we've pulled this image variation of Nick Kurtz. Very interesting. I'm curious how many of these SPs are out there in this image variation of Kurtz, being that in 8 or so breaks, I've now pulled 3 of them. Or if we just got an image variation hot delivery for that Nick Kurtz card. Good looking Tink Hentz to 99. And Albertus, 37 of 50. Couple of hits numbered under 100. Neither firsts, though. Let me do a quick first shift over of this first stack before we open the last autograph of this box. Will Aiden make the MLB in 26 or 27? Oof. I mean, it's such a good team. It would probably have to be injury if it was going to be 26. How old is Aiden? Let's see. We have another base auto coming here, and it looks like a sky blue in the paper. Sky blue paper is Connor Foley. Numbered 107 of 499. Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, J.D. Dix. Braden Montgomery for the first time. Nick Kurtz adding to his image variation. Dylan Dreeling, Brandon Neely, Fenwick Trimble, Ty Southesine, Geronda Berry, Hagen Smith on the refractor, Mike Sirota, Carson DiMartini, Rodney Green, Trey Snyder, Cody Shojanaga, Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, and we have Jamie Ferrer on the auto with a Caglione insert in the back. Second time I've seen something like this. The Ferrer auto looks like it's like a deeper chrome color than most chrome cards are. So I'm not sure if there's anything special about this. I'm assuming there's not. It's just some kind of interesting printing situation. But you can see the two of these next to each other, and the Ferrer definitely more silver than the Ryan Sloan is. So Ferrer getting a base auto. Hagen Smith getting a refractor. Connor Foley, sky blue paper. To finish up this first box, sleeve these cards up, and we will get over to box number 2. Refractors getting sleeved up here as well. I can't remember ever having a box that had so many first refractors in it. I don't remember pulling any non-first refractors in this entire box. So all in all, decent picking on this one, Chris. Got some headlines or some highlights here. Did not know that Dan Quinn, the Falcons manager, went to Hofstra. Oh, Dan Quinn, Washington manager. Oh, and Raheem Morris, Falcons manager. That's weird. That's an extra fun fact for you. And headed to box number 2. Let's see if I can. Whoa, I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat. Let's see. Who's Pete's agent? Scott Boras. Good old Scott Boras is Pete's agent. New York is expensive. That's why he's turning the $90 million down. $260 for 6 years. Key is opt out after 2 for Corbin. And yeah, Henry saying Boras is Pete's agent. Let's see. Usually, yep, it's an image variation. It did end up being an image variation. Wow, I was way behind in the chat. Meb saying $210 million on Corbin Burns. Josh Kuroda Grauer super auto coming up next for Vinny. I have only ever pulled one super auto. I've pulled a handful of super now, but only one super auto ever, and that was the Paul Skeens class of 2024 auto. Would have been way cooler if it was the regular auto, but the class of 2024 super is a pretty awesome card as is. And that was before he was blowing up as much as he blew up once he came to the majors. We have all 5 packs out of box number 2. Let's see. Brendan saying, how many cards in one box? There are a lot. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like 600 cards per box, if I remember correctly. Vinny saying that the taxes on that $260 million contract would be crazy. I have to imagine that's true. All right, so we are back to our previous case that we're finishing up from the last couple of breaks. Looks like we're starting it off with some green grass and a lunar glow. And no color in the paper in this first pack. Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt, Cam Smith, there's our second, Jack Caglione, Cam Caminiti, Ben Hess, Tyson Lewis, Billy Amick, Parker Smith, Connor Foley, Theron Lorenzo, Camilo Diaz, Ashedri Vargas, Brandon Sproat, Zach Veen, Harry Ford. We have a Theo Gielan hit. We've been hitting the Lunar glows really well. A lot of first rounders recently. Theo Gielan there, and Peyton Toll on the green grass, 95 of 99. Seaver King and Jose Perdomo inserts. Always a lot to sleeve up in this pack collation. A lot of first rounders. Caminiti, Hess, Waldschmidt, and Smith. Peyton Toll. Green grass. Theo Gielan. Lunar glow. And second base of Caglione to get a top load here. Let's see our first autograph in box number 2. Yeah, I live in New York City, and I definitely know it's no joke. That's for sure. The taxes here are not cheap. We have a base auto coming up. No color in the papers in top or bottom of pack 1. We have a Titus Sissel, Hunter Cratton, Seaver King, Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, Bryce McCage, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armis, Nick McLean, Blake Larson, Refractors, Griff O'Farrell, Bryce Rayner, Hagen Smith, some nice ones there, Mike Sirota, DeMartini, Rodney Green, Trace Snyder, Cody Shojanaga, and our first auto here is JD Dix, Brock Wilkin on the Plasma Power. I think that's my first JD Dix auto. Who has him tonight? It's another first rounder. Ooh, pulled the. Let's see. I'm going to take down the Sloan, actually, and we'll put the JD Dix up there. There we go. Sirota. See, I guess at this point, everybody's fantasy football championship should pretty much be wrapped up. Do we have anybody who was in the championship and anybody who won their league? Is anybody spending league winnings tonight on this break? Reinvesting? Chris won his. Still, I think all refractors were firsts. Handful of good ones, too. 2 of Hagen, 2 of Bryce. That's how you paid for your break. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was in my 5th, 6th place match, and last I looked, I was down by 10. It was a while ago I looked, though, so who knows? We have another titanium coming up. And a gold paper. Gold paper looks like a Pirate shortstop Connor Griffin gold color match. Another nice one for Connor Griffin. 10 of 50. He's been hot for us lately, and another nice hit there. Chase Burns, Gage Miller, Ivan Luciano, Ryan Campos, Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori, Treyas Savage. Nice run there. Zaire Hope, Brock Porter, Dalton Rushing, Luis Guanipa, Samuel Basayo, Vladimir Asensio, Jose Perdomo, Aiden Major, and a titanium Brooks Auger. Number 25 of 100, Hagen Smith and Leo DeVries on the inserts. Time for more penny sleeves. Already getting ready for fantasy baseball. I haven't played fantasy baseball, Darren, since like high school. I feel like it's too much to pay attention to every day. And I get too addicted to fantasy football as is. I feel like I would never have a life if I played fantasy baseball. Are you guys part of that dynasty league that I know? I want to say there were a handful of people in these breaks that were in a dynasty league with minor leaguers. All right, let's see our second autograph from this one. Oh, actually, let's sleeve up that Connor Foley first. I mean, Connor Griffin first. Breaking out the notched corner sleeve for this Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin, gold. Do we consider the gold the color match for the Pirates, or is the yellow the color match for the Pirates? Ryan getting the Connor tonight. Meb was our Connor guy last break, and we hit 2 autographs of Connor Griffin for him. Second autograph is also going to be a base auto. And still no color no color in this one in the papers after the Connor Griffin last time. Higgins Smith, Mike Sirota, Carson DiMartini, Rodney Green, Trey Snyder, Cody Shojanaga, Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, Cole Mathis, Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, and Braylon Payne. Refractors of Ivan Luciano, Ryan Campos, Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori, Treya Savage, and another Nathan Flewelling auto in one of our breaks with a Walker Jenkins insert behind that. I want to say that's at least the third time we've hit Flewelling as well. So the guys that we hit, we keep hitting. Flewelling staying hot in this case. This will be the end of this case, though. So I think there were 2 hits for Flewelling in this case. And still no refractors that haven't been firsts. This is a weird coincidence. Don't hate it, though. Let's see. Vinny, what did you mean by both if you're the seller? Darren has a prospect roster too, and Brian's in your league. That was the one that I remember him talking about. Dante Nori and Treya Savage. Third hit for you, Savage. 2 refractors in the blue auto. Haven't seen a Burkholder card. I don't remember seeing a Burkholder card either. When I ask about the Pirates, you saying that the gold or the yellow are both possible color match colors. We'll take that. And we'll take that, and then we'll call that gold a color match then. Looks like a Fuchsia Lunar Crater coming up here. Carson Benj and Brody Brecht. Chrome, Bryce McCage, Tears, Hartle, Morel, Chorio, Roman Anthony, Shenang Lin, Emil Morales, back to first, Griffin Herring, Grant Shepardson, another Rafe Schlesinger, and Luke Keeschel. I thought I saw the second base and the color, and I thought we had a Bazana for a second. Keeschel on the 198 of 199, Fuchsia Lunar Crater, and a James Tibbs College SP. These cards have been selling really well. So the FSU Tibbs image variation short print. Kurtzen Caminiti on the inserts. Congrats, James Tibbs spot. Is that you, Henry? So we have 2 image variations now. We have the Kurtz and we have the James Tibbs collegiate jersey image variation. Get sleeves on that Benj, Brecht, and Luke Keeschel's actually another one. That last year we had Keeschel's, I want to say it was his cousin in a number of breaks, which is why I can confidently say that his name is pronounced Keeschel, even though Arm Layton keeps calling him Keeschel on his podcast. And our next autograph is another base, all base so far in these first 3 packs. Sky blue paper, Bryce Rayner, nice one. Number 212 of 499. Chrome, we have JD Dix, Braden Montgomery, and Nick Kurtz, all first rounders. Dylan Dreeling, Brandon Neely, Fenwick Trimble, Ty Southesine, Geronda Berry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel. I need Titus Sissel or Southesine's, Southesine's family members in this break so I can figure out how to pronounce their names. I'm guessing right now. We have Hunter Cranton and Seaver King, refractors of Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, Eli Serrano, Aiden May, Blake Wright, Tyson Neighbors, Brooks Auger. Finally, a non-first, Vladdy Guerrero and Theo Gielan refractor auto for the first rounder, 469 of 499. So I guess not a base. Carson Benj on the insert behind that. Theo Gielan. 469 of 499, numbered first rounder. Nice one there. First time we've hit a Theo Gielan auto. So we now have first rounder Gielan, Lindsay, JD Dix on the board with autos, as well. I don't remember if I said you Savage or not. G, you got Tibbs also tonight? Sounds like Henry did not have him, just like in the card, but G does. G, you had your Savage too? G's cleaning up tonight. And the Theo spot? G is really cleaning up tonight. And then I see a yes and a no from G, so maybe he doesn't have one of the guys I said? No for Tibbs or yes for Tibbs? I guess no for Tibbs, since you definitely said Gielan. And Henry has Luke. Luke Holman? Just Tibbs for G? All right, 2 more packs left from... Is there another Luke that I pulled a card of that I'm not thinking of right now, or is it Holman? In action card, but no refractors in this pack. No refractors in the paper. Chrome of Blake Wright. There's our second Bazana. Cash Mayfield, Caleb Bonemer, Cal Steven, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, Johnny King, Sam Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, LP Langevin, Chandler Welch, Leo DeVries, Braylon Brazaban, Sebastian Walcott, Tink Hentz, Yoel Cespedes, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Connor Griffin. I think that's the first time I've pulled the Connor Griffin in action, and Sebastian Walcott in tune. Bazana a box so far. Oh, and I got to sleeve up the Bryce Rayner from the last pack. And let's see the next auto. Luke Keeschel. And G is a Twins fan? Yeah, the things Keeschel did last year definitely surprised some people. Looks like we have 2 colors in a top pack. Let's see what we have coming up here. You should have an auto here, but I've never had 2 colors in an auto pack before. Christian Moore, Peyton Toll, John Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling, Nick Mitchell, James Tibbs, Kalen Culpepper, Chase Harlan, Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, Eli Serrano, Aiden May, refractor of Christian Moore, Peyton Toll, John Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling, Nick Mitchell, another Tibbs on the refractor, Culpepper refractor. We're going to have a shortstop on the gold first, Chase Harlan, and an upside down card. So let's show this one first. Ben Hess, True Blue, number 134 of 150. And the gold auto is Carson DeMartini. 45 of 50 with a Paulinho Santana behind that. So interesting that we got a refractor in an auto pack that wasn't an auto, but gold on the auto is the way that we want to see it. DeMartini, 45 of 50. I think that might be the first time I've hit a DeMartini auto. Speaking of middle infielders in the Phillies organization, Brendan. Carson DeMartini. And let's see. No, trying to get the glare off that one. As good as we're going to get for now. Chris, did you have Ben Hess again today, or did you take the day off on him? It's our first Ben Hess hit in a little while. Jenkins is definitely a beast. I think that Jenkins, at some point, especially being that he got drafted out of high school, will be the number one prospect in baseball. That being said, I have no Walker Jenkins cards, and I should probably start picking some up. Nice looking true blue Ben Hess there. No Hess tonight, damn. Well, congratulations, whoever did have Hess. Harlan, Toll, Spikerman, Llewellyn, Mitchell, Tibbs, and Culpepper on the refractors. How did Culpepper get any experience in the Twins organization last year? I haven't looked at a lot of these guys' stats from 24. For those who signed and played games, which I assume would be most of them. All right, one more pack from box number 2. Brennan says owns a 6x10 Aiden Miller card. 6x10 Aiden Miller card. One is black signed. It's new to Bowman. I own a 6x10. I'm not sure what that means, Brendan. There's 6 of 10. Got it. Sorry about that. Wow. Which cards are numbered to 10? Black signed? Black auto? Weird. There's a little something yellow on the top corner of that card. No color in the papers here. Drew Beam, Dakota Jordan. First time I remember saying their names tonight. Daniel Egan, Josh Caron, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Chris Cortez, Braylon Dowdy, Griff O'Farrell, Bryce Rayner, Walker Martin, Johnny Farmello, Nate Knowles, Jackson Wentworth finally saying his name for the first time, at least in a while. Adriel Radney, Max Clark, Josue DePaula, Arjun Namala, Kalen Culpepper, and Walker Jenkins. There we go. A couple Twins on the inserts. Griff O'Farrell and Bryce Rayner adding chrome. Let's see. Black refractor, number 10 of number to 10, or X-fractors as well. And they're numbered to 10, or we're just saying they're also X-fractors. Black auto and the black X-fractor numbered to 10. X-fractor autos are really sweet. Sapphire black auto. Let's see. Pulled a Kurtz number to 10 auto last week, says Ryan. And our last autograph of this box is again going to have a refractor with it. I think if that's a speckle auto, those might be numbered to 71. So we could have a nice one to finish off here. We have a Hagen Smith, nice sky blue paper there. Couple of first rounders now on the, or a few first rounders now on the paper. Cole Messina, Chrome, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinders, Carter Matheson, Nate Dome, Luke Holman, Griffin Burkholder, Jonathan Santucci, Kellen Lindsay, Theo Gielan, Connor Griffin, Carter Johnson, refractors Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, Cole Mathis, Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, Braylon Payne, Chase Burns, Gage Miller, purple refractor. We have another Ben Hess in another weird spot. Purple Ben Hess, 213 of 250. And the speckle auto, James Tibbs, 55 of 71 with a Roman Anthony plasma power. So it's a huge night for James Tibbs, starting with the collegiate jersey image variation, and now adding what I think is going to be so far our hit of the night. James Tibbs, speckle auto, 55 of 71 for the 13th overall pick. Let's see. I'm going to take the Rafe Schlesinger down off there, and we'll put the James Tibbs up next to the Theo Gielan. And we have 4 first rounders now on autos. You Savage, Tibbs, Jalen, Lindsay, and also JD Dix. So we have a bunch of them. That is a beauty. G. Having himself a night. Have a break, Tibbs spot for sure. That's Connor Griffin-esque of last break. Although the number to 71 auto is one of the lower numbers we've hit for a first rounder so far. Both Hess cards pulled in front of the autos. Very strange. Very strange, Chris. Bowman basically has a parallel to every number now. Yeah, they're certainly adding plenty of variations now. The number to 200 threw me off, which is the non-auto speckles this year. 2 Ben Hesses in back-to-back auto packs. Let's top load these, and I'm going to shift over our piles of cards in the back. Oop, got to sleeve up the Hagen Smith as well. And then we're going to head to box number 3 of 3. Wow, what an Atlanta-Washington game we have on in the background. 24-24 now? Yes. Assuming they make the extra point. All right, one more box to go tonight. So Michael Penix, maybe he's actually good after beating the Giants last week. Couldn't have been too sure, although the Giants, I guess, did knock the Colts out of the playoffs today, which I appreciate as a Dolphins fan. Can't believe the Dolphins still have a path to make the playoffs after the way that we started and the injury to Tua, and now another injury to Tua. Hopefully he's back and able to play next week when we face the Jets. And then we'll be rooting for the Broncos to lose to KC, who should be benching pretty much everybody. Having locked up first overall already. Gee, I'm definitely curious to see how that does. Let me see. I didn't look at it that closely, but centering looks really good. That could be a really nice grade. It's a good looking Tibbs card. Let's see. Dumpster saying those Burks Payne cards always. Yep, they always come together. These packs tend to pull in the same order every time. We have 4 packs out and number 5, an empty third box. Final box of I think that was our third case. And we're now into our 4th. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat? Tibbs is one of the guys. Your outcome-based predictions metrics friends say to chase. Well, even better news for G then. And let's see. Brandon saying, I'm in a 280 box Aiden Miller spot on eBay. I'm surprised 280 boxes only takes 6 hours. It takes me an hour, probably about an hour 15 to open 3 boxes. Giants are going to get destroyed by Philly next week. I guess the game still matters for Philly for placement. So I guess Philly will be playing in another Saquon game against his old team. Starting us off here, looks like a lunar glow and nothing in the paper. We have a Ty Southacene, Geronda Berry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Cranton, Seaver King. Oops, forgot to shift over these piles. Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, Bryce McCage, Josh Hartl, Kavaris Tears, Luke Keeschel, Walker Jenkins, Pablo Guerrero, Adolfo Sanchez, Charlie B. Ellenson, Gage Zeal. There's finally a Ryan Clifford. Brock Wilkin, and Kellen Lindsay getting another hit. The Lunars keep coming out nice. Kellen Lindsay, first rounder, Nick Kurtz and Bazana in tune. And now let's shift this pile over. And this pile over. And we might as well shift this pile over too. Let's get the hits from this one sleeved up. Seaver King. Carson Bench. How many yards does Saquon need to set the NFL record? Or did he do it today? Hope he rushes for 300 against them. And you're a Giants fan, says Chris. I mean, once again, did the Giants end up costing themselves first overall pick by winning against Indianapolis today? Giants. Let's see. We have several players numbered to 71, keeping him. You have the drilling also, other than a few international players who are first to safe up. Okay, I was making sure it wasn't just me that was losing my mind there as the text talk. Well, G, we're happy to have you. I know you've broken with us a couple times before. We have it again. We have a refractor in front of an auto. It looks like a base auto and a blue refractor, sky blue. Nice day for Carson DiMartini getting the gold auto and now a sky blue paper. Johnny King, Sam Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, J.D. Dix, Braden Montgomery, and Nick Kurtz. There's a Dylan Dreeling. Brandon Neely, Fenwick Trimble, Refractors, Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, Bryce McCage, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armis, Nick McLean. And in the blue, we have Ethan Bagwell as the sirens go off in the background. And the auto is Ryan Campos with a Jack Caglione insert. So I wouldn't say the sirens brought us any huge luck that time, like the New York City Sirens often do for us. Bunch to top load there as well. Kurtz and Montgomery. Base chrome. DiMartini, sky blue paper to add to his gold auto. Bagwell and the Campos auto, and we have 4 more autos to go tonight. They're sitting at 3rd or 4th pick now. Man, that is classic Giants right there. Could have first overall pick. Ruin it by beating a team that needed the win to stay alive in the playoffs. So not even a team that was packing it in as well. Although if it means they don't get Shedeur Sanders, then maybe that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure through 2 boxes plus now, we've still only pulled one non-first on the regular refractors. Looks like there's a lot of sirens going off in the background tonight in New York City. Let's see what kind of luck this one will bring us. We have a fuchsia lunar crater and no color in the paper. Billy Amick, Cole Messina, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinders, Carter Matheson, Nate Dome, Luke Holman, Griffin Burkholder, Jonathan Santucci, Kellen Lindsay, Augustin Ramirez, Braden Taylor, Trey Morgan, Dylan Cruz, Deber de los Santos, Paulinho Santana, Josiah Romeo, Jackson Kent, and Walker Jenkins getting a nice looking card. Who picked up the Walker Jenkins spot? 59 of 199 with Caglione and Paulinho Santana on the inserts. Walker Jenkins getting a nice one. We've been hitting Walker Jenkins pretty steadily. hit a green in action of him last break. I think we had another green recently. Brendan, congrats on the Walker Jenkins. Let's see. Ooh, Brendan, congratulations. That's awesome news. And Chris saying that the Patriots and the Titans moved ahead, so they have their QBs already, so should still have a shot at Shador, for better or worse. We have a Zach Earhart starting this one off. Looks like a purple auto in the back. Ariel Armis, Nick McLean, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt, Cam Smith, Caglione, third time, Cam Caminiti, Ben Hess, Tyson Lewis, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt again in the refractor, Cam Smith, and Caglione, and Caminiti, and Hess, and the purple is a Jared Thomas color match with a Ryan Waldschmidt plasma power. So always love our Rockies purple on purple. Although he doesn't have the purple jersey on in this one. Jared Thomas getting the color match. Vinny Mack saying lived in the city for like 3 months after college. I grew up in upstate New York back in 05. 50K salary was that. Yeah, it is tough to live here on a salary coming right out of college, that's for sure. We are right in Midtown, and we get a bunch of Penn State recent grads in our area. I don't know why this became a Penn State area, but for some reason it did. Let's upload that Cam Smith refractor and our 2 Cagliones, refractor and base chrome. A lot of first rounders in chrome and a lot of first rounders and refractors in that pack. 3 more packs, 3 more autos to go. Good night for Hess. 2 refractors and a handful of base. Chris saying he'd rather have the quarterback from Miami than Shador. I don't blame you. No color in this one, but we'll have an in-action insert. No color in the paper either. Braylon Dowdy, Griff O'Farrell back on the board. Bryce Rayner, Hagen Smith, Mike Sirota, Carson DiMartini, Rodney Green, Trey Snyder, Cody Shojanaga, Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, Cole Mathis, Victor Hurtado, Felnine Celestin, George Lombard, Jared Cerna, Clark Candiati, Tanner Jones, Caden Dana, and Ioanni Morales, and Bryce Rayner and Adrian Miller in the in-tune. Almost went to Penn State to play baseball, says Vinny. Well, you might have landed in my area then if you had. Yeah, the drama that's going to come with Shador in New York would definitely be chaotic. Time for some more mini sleeves. And let's see our 13th autograph of the night. Then he would have moved back within 2 months. Let's see. This is the opposite of what that team needs. Yeah. We have no color in the paper here. Theo Gielan, Connor Griffin, Carter Johnson, Drew Beam, Dakota Jordan, Daniel Egan, Josh Caron, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Chris Cortez. In refractors, we have Tyson Lewis, Billy Amick, Cole Messina, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinders, Carter Matheson. Nate Dome, and Luke Holman. We have a purple Blake Burke refractor and a base auto of who else but James Tibbs, G. Christian Moore on the insert behind that. And James Tibbs has 3 big hits now. Base autograph, image variation, collegiate, and the speckle auto to 71. Let's see. I'm going to put the Tibbs up here, the speckle Tibbs, and we'll put the base Tibbs in the back. It is a huge Tib Nights. There's Geelan and refractors, Tyson Lewis, Amick, Messina. This has been crazy with the refractor first in this one. Hadeen, Reinders, Matheson. Yeah, these guys keep coming out in refractors and in base in the same pack, I'm pretty sure. Luke Holman, Connor Griffin. Oh, we're going to overtime in what was already a good game. Oh, and I need more top loaders. My favorite prospect that you think might get rookie. So, Brendan, you're saying my favorite prospect that I think will get called up this year? Ooh, I honestly haven't thought about that yet. Who's my favorite prospect that'll get the call in 25? I mean, I have to think my Mets first. So maybe, I mean, it'd be hard for anybody to get through the Mets organization with everything we've spent. But I would think that Gilbert might get a shot this year. But he probably won't get like a big enough shot to be rookie of the year. Who's coming up? Who do we have projected as coming up this year, everyone? Schultz in Chicago. Yeah, I know people love him. It's just going to be tough to put up any kind of win total being in Chicago. Looks like we have a yellow coming up here in chrome. No color in paper. Chrome, Savage, Christian Moore, Peyton Toll, John Spikerman, Nathan Flewelling, Nick Mitchell, more James Tibbs and Kalen Culpepper, Chase Harlan, Casey Cook, Juan Baez, Davison De Los Santos, Colt Emerson, Mick Abel, Tyson Neighbors, Brooks Auger, Vladdy Guerrero, Ethan Salas, and Walker Martin, another Giants prospect, hitting number 2 of 75 there for Walker Martin. Christian Moore and Emil Morales inserts. J-Dom, I guess Dominguez would still classify as a rookie, even though he's played in parts of 2 seasons. They've been such small parts that he probably doesn't have the minimum requirement to class out of rookie. Will Christian Moore get to the majors already this year, like Neto and Shanawell did before him? And I think Ben Joyce might have made it through in 1 year too. Meb is always ahead of Meb on the football game. I'm ahead of everybody on the football game, it looks like. I would love Sproat too, Chris. Who said that? No, Henry. Yeah, Sproat was one of the first ones that came to mind too. With the 6-man rotation, we'll see who else Mets sign, but I would love to see Sproat there. I'm also not totally out on Christian Scott. I would love to see Christian Scott get another chance this year once he comes back, if he's going to be back this year from his surgery. Mike Sirota Sky Blue paper. Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, Braylon Payne, Chase Burns, Gage Miller, Ivan Luciano, Ryan Campos, Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori. Refractors of Griffin Burkholder, Santucci, Kellen Lindsay, Theo Geelan, Connor Griffin, Carter Johnson, Drew Beam, Dakota Jordan, and a base auto of, Chris, I hate to do this to you, Ben Hess, Connor Griffin on the Plasma Power. Mauricio should get a shot too. I was a huge fan of Mauricio when he was in the minors and in his short stint up in the major league level. Yeah, I guess the Mets have options. The only thing is carving out playing time is going to be tough for any of those guys in the Mets. Let's see. Chris still has Gilbert's orange auto. Wilson on the A's. Yeah, is he going to start the season in the majors? If he does, he could certainly, or I shouldn't say start the season in the majors. I should say start the season healthy. He could definitely be one that contends for Rookie of the Year. I might put that one as my favorite. That's a good call, Darren. You're going to start selling all your J-Doms 2 weeks before the season starts. That might not be a bad call either. Although if he does get a shot this year, then his stuff could finally see another spike. But those injuries have been tough for him. Or was it just that? Was it one injury that just kept him out of the end of last season and then the first half of this season? I guess it was just one injury, right? Mauricio, if they don't sign Bregman, oof. I mean, if they don't sign Bregman or Pete, right? Because if they sign Pete, then Vientos stays at third. I don't think we put him at second or center. It'd be weird if we did bring him up and put him in center because I think they like the Jose Siri trade. All right. Starting the last pack, we have no color here or in the paper. Chrome, we have Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, J.D. Dix, Braden Montgomery and Nick Kurtz, Dylan Dreeling, Brendan Neely, Fenwick Trimble, Ty Southacene, Geronda Berry, Ryan Johnson, Matt Shaw, Luis Baez, Alexander Albertus, Ty Pete, Yoandre Vargas, Kyle Teal, Francisco Villarreal, Giovanni Rodriguez. There's the Bazana draft night and the Tibbs in tune. Yeah, Chris, the night though. I feel like you've had Hessen every break, and of course, triple hits tonight. Saving Josh Grauer for last auto. We haven't said his name a ton tonight. Maybe once or twice in Chrome. Oops. Top loaders for the Kurtz and for the Montgomery. Does Colson Montgomery get a shot this year, even though he struggled in AAA last year with the White Sox? I think he's still in his year 20 season, so still young for Colson Montgomery. Our last auto of the night is going to be a refractor auto with a purple refractor in front of it. So a couple more hits in this last pack. Starting off the Chrome with Jamie Ferrer, Eli Serrano, Aiden May, Blake Wright. There's our third Bazana. Cash Mayfield, Caleb Bonemer, Cal Steven, Josh Grauer. There he is. Third, I guess must be the third of him too. Johnny King, Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Refractors, Egan, Karen, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Schiefelbein, Anderson, Cortez, Dowdy. Our refractor is Brock Porter. And hey, it could be Grauer. Oh, but it's Nick Kurtz. And a Kurtz plasma power behind that. So Kurtz started the night off with an image variation. And he's going to end the night with, actually, this is my first Kurtz auto. Or maybe we hit an insert auto of Kurtz already at some point. But 155 of 499. Another huge hit to end us off tonight. Kurtz and Tibbs are big hitters tonight. And I guess Ben Hess has got to be number 3 on the big hitter list. All right, let's sleeve up the hits from this last pack. We'll recap the break after that. Like I mentioned, we don't have another break scheduled until next Sunday. So we'll catch you guys in a week if anybody's signing off before the recap. I'm still waiting for word on when the Sapphire boxes are going to ship. Usually, recently, the day that they've been releasing them through the regular top sale. I'll move these cards over. Is when we receive ours from Montgomery Club. So if I do get word of Sapphire releasing at any point, I will try and as quickly as possible get a Sapphire Bowman draft break posted. So keep an eye out on that if there's any announcements about Bowman draft Sapphire. And maybe I'll try and sneak something in midweek in the Facebook group too. For anybody who is not a member of the Facebook group, I'll drop that info again before we do the recap. Defensive, definitely defensive, and probably base stealer as well on the Siri pickup. Kobe Mayo, good call. Meb, Dylan Cruz, possible favorite. I'm guessing James Wood is not on that list anymore because he played enough games. Dumpster saying no Cooper Pratt cards. Maybe next time. Damn. Sorry on that, Dumpster. G, great break for you for sure. We'll get. Let's see. You'll be getting quite a few hits here. All right, Pizzana, Montgomery, Kurtz, Burns, Moore, Griffin, Cag. How many did we get of each of them? Looks like a good distribution tonight. Maybe 3 for everybody. So 3 Cagliones, 3 Kurtz, 2 Chase Burns, 3 Connor Griffins, 3 Bazanas, 3 Braden Montgomerys, and Christian Moore, 4 Christian Moores. Ooh, could Washington close this one out here? Is this just the first drive of overtime here that they're going all the way downfield and taking to the 4-minute mark? All right. Rafe Schlesinger on the titanium. Adriel Rodney, blue. Chase Burns, refractor. Johnny King, lunar glow. Brock Porter, purple. Connor Griffin, refractor. Mike Sirota, sky blue paper. Ben Hess, base auto. Walker Martin, yellow. Blake Burke, purple. Jack Caglione, refractor, as well as Cam Smith. Jared Thomas, purple color match auto. Walker Jenkins, fuchsia lunar crater. Ryan Campos, base auto. Ethan Bagwell, blue blue chrome. Carson DiMartini, sky blue paper. Kellen Lindsay, lunar glow. Ben Hess, purple. Chase Burns, refractor. Hagen Smith, sky blue paper. Rafe Schlesinger, purple auto. Ben Hess, blue. Christian Moore, refractor. Bryce Rayner, sky blue paper. JD Dix, base auto. Luke Keishel, so 2 twins non-firsts. Fuchsia lunar glow. Fuchsia lunar crater. Nathan Flewelling, base auto. Brooks Auger, titanium. Hagen Smith, Bryce Rayner, refractors. Ryan Sloan, base auto. Peyton Toll, green grass. Theo Geelan, lunar glow. Connor Foley, sky blue paper. Hagen Smith, another refractor. Jamie Ferrer, base auto. Alexander Albertus, gold. Tink Hens, green grass. Nick Kurtz, image variation. Chase Alsop, sky blue paper. Bryce Rayner and Christian Moore, refractors. Then go into the back. And I start actually with the gold DiMartini auto. Then go gold Connor Griffin paper. Then we'll go Kellen Lindsay base auto. Then we have a bunch of big hits back here. I guess I'll go Theo Geelan refractor auto next to $4.99. Then James Tibbs on the image variation collegiate jersey card. Then I'm going to go Treyas Savage, our first auto of the night, true blue auto. Then we'll go Tibbs base, Kurtz refractor to $4.99, and Tibbs speckle to 71 auto. Definitely the biggest hit of the night. All right, Meb, I'll try and sign off before this game ends. So thank you, everybody, for joining the break. I'll see if I can get something posted in the Facebook group before next Sunday. If not, and there's no Sapphire release, then we will see you guys back here next Sunday. William says, what's the link? To send the $4 payment. Can you tell me the 4 players? 4 players were Morel Porter, who got purple, Caden Dana, and Dernish Valdez. And here I'll put the PayPal Venmo back up for you. Let's see. Send PayPal for Vargas. Thank you, Henry. Thanks for joining, Jason, and good luck to Jackson this upcoming season. If we don't catch you in here again before spring training starts, and I will try not to ruin this third down play for Meb, although you might be able to hear that in the background. So William, I'll type this into the chat one more time before I sign off, so it'll be in there as well. But there is the PayPal info. All right, everybody. We will see you guys next week. Have a good week.